Hey guys, Emanuelle McIntosh here, coming to you from a very kind of chilly morning, but I wanted to do it outside because we have a lot of dry weather lately, and it just helps me ground and connect and so on and so forth. So I'm going to try and do this outside. Never done it before. It might completely fail. But what we're doing today is see what advice Spirit has for you guys per zodiac sign for the month of May. Okay, so I got my my list here so I don't forget anybody because I got bad memory. And my cats are jumping. So let's give it a whirl and see what happens. Okay, so let's start with Aries. All right, I got a little hole where I put my pen in. Aries. I'm being drawn to these cards. Okay. Let's see what we got. Aries. Let's see what the advice is for May. Sun's coming out. Shedding the old. Ooh. Shedding the old. Can you guys see it? Shedding the old. There's a chance coming your way. Cultivate a sense of adventure. Oh, or change. Sorry, dyslexic. There is a change coming your way. Cultivate a sense of adventure so you will be able to see these new prospects. Okay, what am I getting on an intuitive level? It's almost like success is coming or an opportunity is coming for the Aries to... It's definitely about success. I can see the word success in my head. It's almost like we've been working so hard trying to kind of... manage being in this world, trying to cope, trying to find positivity, trying to survive, trying to, make sense out of everything, all the changes. But it's like we've always had this feeling for quite some time now, and I'm saying us because I'm an Aries as well. We've always had this kind of feeling for quite some time now that something's supposed to change. I think either career-wise or relationship-wise or location-wise, where you're living, whatever it may be for you, there's supposed to be a change coming, and it's like we've been waiting for this for so long, right? It's like, okay, well, you keep telling us there's going to be change, and it's not coming, but I feel like May is almost like where everything will be offered, where opportunities will come that can lead us to that change that we've been feeling about for so long. And it's like May is when the opportunities are coming. May is when we get to choose. Well, we still have to make a choice, okay? May is where we get to choose how we respond to these opportunities and how we allow it to bring renewal and to bring a new adventure and to bring new excitement and to bring inspiration and so on and so forth. So I feel like new opportunities are coming in May, which will finally lead to that change that we've been feeling inside for quite some time that hasn't presented itself yet. So it's really important to seize the moments, follow your heart, really be fearless in your decision making and allow the universe to present to you opportunities that can lead to great things. Even if you're not sure, even if you don't know where this opportunity is going to lead up to, trust the universe, because all is happening for you at this time in order for you to be moved into a new adventure that will bring abundance and joy and inspiration in the future. Okay, so even if it's a tough decision, follow through anyway. Even if it's a difficult decision where sometimes we have to say goodbye to people, follow through anyway. There's a reason why things are happening. Trust the universe and that it is providing you with opportunities that are going to help all individuals in that situation to lead to a point where they need to go to. Okay? Hope that helps, Aries. Let's go to Taurus. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Taurus is this one. Don't mind the cats. They like to hang out when I come out. That was quick. I honor how I feel. I honor how I feel. What am I getting intuitively? I'm really being drawn to the stars in this card. There's like little stars everywhere. There's a lot going on, but the only thing that really jumps out to me is the stars. It's almost like you doubt yourself too much. You doubt yourself too much. And it's really important in May that you start to see the value within you, that you start to see that all your imperfections are perfect for you, because they help guide you to the experiences you need to go into, you want to go into as well. So it's really important to honor yourself. It's really important to honor everything about you, because you're too focused on what you consider to be flaws, while every individual characteristic that you chose to have in this incarnation has its purpose, has its function, has its goal. Nothing is just randomly picked. Everything, it helps guide you to be the person that you are, to become the person you want to be, and to have the experiences you want to have in this human incarnation. So really honor yourself more, appreciate yourself more. And when we go into a state of validating ourselves, everything about ourselves, we raise the vibrational frequency to a certain height that's going to help guide you to more of that, to more validation, to more worth, to more experiences that will validate your worth. Okay, so it's really important to really honor yourself and to stop doubting or stop focusing on what you consider to be negative, but instead understand that all qualities are set in place in order to get you the experience you wanted to have in this lifetime. Okay, I hope that helps, Taurus. Gemini, 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 Gemini. Okay, Gemini. Hopefully my cards don't fall. They're kind of wibbly wobbly on these rockies. Put them on the ground. You never know. Just looks a little wobbly. Gemini. Let's see what they want us to know for Gemini in May 2024. Opa. This one flipped over. Venusian Galactic Council, Star Being Guides, answer the call, time to shine. Can you see it? There we go. Gemini. The thing that comes to mind right away is balance. It's almost like it's really important in May to really focus on balancing oneself. It's almost like the two yous need to work together instead of fighting each other. It's like you've been through a period where you're just not you're not getting anywhere. You feel paralyzed. You feel stuck. And it's just because the two yous aren't working together. The spiritual you and the human you are just, they're contradicting each other. So it's really important in May to find ways or work on becoming your beliefs, becoming your truth self, becoming, how would I say it, the human ego, exhibiting the spiritual self. It's about the human ego, allowing the human ego to reflect to the world the spiritual self, instead of, how would I, it's almost like, your beliefs are correct. Your beliefs, your knowings, your feelings about things are correct, but what your human self does contradicts that. So it's about aligning the two. So really observe yourself in May. Really work on finding a way to become what you know you are, and not just have thoughts and have understandings and have beliefs about what you really are, and then do the total opposite in your actions and your reactions as the human self. So it's really about aligning the two. It's really important about finding the balance and working together. There's two separate entities within one's, two separate consciousness within one's soul, and we need to work together. It's really important for you guys to find that balance, because when you're divided, you can't move forward, you can't ascend, you can't move into a higher vibrational state, because you have the human ego who's in a lower vibration, and then you have the spiritual self of you that is in a higher vibration. And so you can't forever and ever reside in two different frequencies. If you want to move into a higher vibrational fifth dimensional state, you have to go together. You can't be separated. It's not, you can't, you'd be torn in two in a way, not physically, but energetically. And that's just not, that would not be, even that would cause self-destruction of the human consciousness. So you have to go together. So the time is now to really work on becoming your truth, becoming your knowings, becoming and acting from those, for the human self to reflect the spirit self. Okay? Very, very important for you guys, for Gemini in May. Okay? I hope that makes some sense. Sometimes I don't know if I explain it right, but I try. All right, Cancer, like my husband. Which one? This one. Okay. Cancer. Gerald's a Cancer. Very loving, caring, family-oriented peoples. Opa! Ooh, we got two. Look at that. Hold it. Let me put those back. Opa. Ooh. Flourish and stargazing. There you go. Flourish. The lotus flower fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. And then stargazing, when you gaze at the stars, you give yourself fairy focus. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. For some reason, the word purpose comes in mind. Purpose. There's something about, it's almost like a lot of you Cancers are kind of lost in what their purpose is right now. Looking for purpose. It's like the reason you guys are lacking a sense of purpose is because you're too focused on what's lacking. And you're not focused on all the beautiful, wonderful qualities that you all possess. Because you guys are light workers. You guys are here to create balance. You're here to assist others. And through assisting others, you help the collective. And it's almost like you're missing that, because it's so natural for you guys to take care of everybody. It's so natural for you guys to be the caregiver, that you don't see the value in it. You don't see the worth in it. And it's almost like you got to change that perspective, because by helping others, we help the collective. Because others wouldn't be able to do what they did without you, without your stability, without your balance, without your grounding capacities. And that's really what it is. It's almost like if you know, the purpose is there, but you just have to see and observe your life from a different angle, from a different perspective. And understand that you really are light workers, healers, grounding sources for others to help the collective ascend. So understand that as Cancers, your purpose or your goals are, you know, extremely valuable. But it's almost like they're talking about stargazing. It's almost like look at it from a different angle. You know, don't look at the darkness, but look at the bright stars that you really are. Look at yourself from a different perspective, and the purpose will become clear to you. And understand that your service to others is far greater than you can possibly imagine, and is creating ripple effects on a much larger scale. So if you can really focus on that, on seeing your worth, seeing your beauty, seeing your purpose in May, then the rest of the year towards the ascension, the end of the ascension process, will become much more smoother, much more easier to accept, much more fluent to go through. Okay? Hope that helps. All right, Leo. My dad was a Leo. Which one? Which one? This one. Okay. Nope. Yep. Okay, that one. Hi, Puss. What you doing? Puss is just sitting there staring at me. She's like, what is she doing? Leo. Opa. There it went. The presence of love will always cast out fear. The presence of love will always cast out fear. I'm really drawn to the pink color on the card. It almost looks like a planet of sorts. And then the lights around it is almost like ETs. Why am I seeing ETs? I don't know, Leo, if you guys are very interested in... It's almost like in contact with other species, but it's almost like there is some kind of need for validation that is requested, that you're not alone. So I don't know if you guys feel alone, or if there's just a great interest in the outer species, in the ET community. But it's almost like you're going to get validation in May. Something's going to present itself that's going to validate your beliefs about the fact that we're never alone. It could be spirits presenting themselves to you. It could be ET contact. It could be seeing them in the night sky. But there's something about feeling alone at this moment, or feeling disconnected from the world, feeling disconnected from people. And it's almost like you need something, some kind of validation, some kind of proof that all of the things that you're knowing and all of the things you're believing about us never being alone in the world, us never... What are you doing? You're messing with my cards. Dopey's messing with my cards. About, you know, there's this belief system inside of you. You know that you have a spiritual team. You know that we're not alone on this world. That there are other species. yet you still feel alone. And it's almost like you're going to get in May some kind of validation that you're not alone, and someone is with you, and someone is acknowledging your presence, and someone is acknowledging your life here on earth. It just feels like you're going to, and that could be, yes, that could be ETs, it could be spirit guides, it could be deceased loved ones that leave you a sign. But it just feels like in May for you, Leo, there's going to be a lot of opportunity to see validation, receive validation that you're never alone, and that there's always someone there observing you, loving you, and assisting you. So it's really important, I feel, that your May is about being mindful, really live in the moment, see every detail around you, be present. Get out of your head and be present on a daily basis, so you can receive the messages that are being sent. But I feel like it's going to be super clear in some way or form, like you won't be able to miss it. Okay? And that will help you to not feel alone anymore, or to not feel disconnected anymore. I hope that helps, Leo. Virgo, like my mom, my mother, and my daughter. Jada and my mom are both Virgos. And me and my daughter Leah are both Aries. Gerald's the only Cancer. Gerald's here to keep me grounded. Without Gerald, that'd be in between dimensions. They probably would have put me in an institution by now if I didn't have Gerald's grounding energy. Go away, clouds. I always blow at the clouds when I don't want the clouds to be there. They've been spraying so much stuff in the air. Every time there's a blue sky, every day we saw them spraying like a checkered pattern in the sky. You could see them do it too, because we've been outside, because we've had nice sunny weather, and then the next day, boom, clouds. After they spray the crap out of the sky. Let's change that in the 5D, shall we? It's no longer going to happen. It's going to be forbidden to do weather manipulation. That is how it is, and so it will be. Let's all think of that. The day where it becomes forbidden to do that. And so we will create it. They're just trying to block out the sun. That's really what they're trying to do. So we don't have enough vitamin D. We become sick because we didn't. Not enough people disappeared after their first plan of you know what. Not enough people took the juice. Okay. That's something for another situation. Okay, Virgo. Love where you are. Use your sensitivity to know when to act. Connect your heart to your head when determining what you would like. There you go. Virgos like things in a certain way, right? They like to control things. They like predictability as well. They like things in a certain rhythm, a certain routine, a certain habitual display. And it's almost like they're saying, just let it flow. You know, it's very important in May that you stop trying to control or guide everything. It's almost like master the skill of just allowing things to unfold, allowing things to happen as they happen without you trying to interfere with it so much. It's a very difficult thing to do for a Virgo, they say. And to just allow things to happen, to be spontaneous, to Eric's saying live the world on the danger side. It's not really about danger side, but he's just making fun. He's just showing himself being on like this born to be wild motorbike, you know, just Just be spontaneous. Let things happen the way they happen without trying to prevent things from happening a certain way. It's like you're always trying to stop disaster from happening, so you control or manipulate things, or you try to, at least. It doesn't always work, but you try to. And it's like they're just showing me a canoe. Just let the water take you wherever it may, okay? Learn to master, to just allow the universe to take you on a ride without you having to control every aspect or prepare yourself for every possible disaster that could happen. Just trust, let go of the fear, lay back in your boat and allow the river to take you wherever you need to go. Because the kind of energy of trying to always prevent bad things from happening or prevent certain things from happening, or everything needing to go in a certain direction. Unfortunately, that kind of energy it's a doing energy, doesn't work anymore in the 5D. The 5D is more about knowing what you want, knowing it's already created, and then just flowing with the universal current in order to get there. And so you have to master that if you do want to move into a fifth dimensional plane. And it sounds like May for you guys will be the perfect time to do that, because the energies will be supportive, will help you to make that transition more smoothly. So it's really important for you guys to learn how to flow and just allow things to happen without you going into prevention mode. Okay, don't go into that. Try and master it. That's the message I'm getting. I can't believe we're already going to May. I mean, what? Libra, before you know it, it'll be Christmas again. Like I said in my other video, time is moving faster because our perception of time is moving faster because we're vibrating at a faster rate. Okay, Libra. Hope that helps, Virgos. Whoop-ah. Woo. There it goes. That one jumped far. The wind took it. Ooh, divination. Libra. Oh, hold on. My cat knocked over my thing. Okay, there. There we go. Can you see it? It's a little dark, isn't it? Divination. Embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. Okay. Libra. It's all about having fun, experimenting. They're just showing me that, you know, you've always had a curiosity for the spiritual, but you also had this fear at the same time if, you know, things might go wrong, bad spirits might come in. It just feels like there's always been this kind of, what's the right word? I'm trying to find the right English word. Like being careful, you know. And they're saying, it's almost like in May, really have fun with it. Don't be scared of experimenting with candles, with cards, with pendulums, with Ouija boards. It's about understanding that fear attracts fear. Fear attracts fearful situations. When you just have fun with it and you play with it, nothing bad can come from that. It's about understanding that spiritual connection comes from a playful attitude. The less you take things seriously, the more validation you're going to receive, the more connection you will have. And that's the thing. You know, humans take things so seriously that they limit themselves. That energy of really kind of limits everything. But when you just, that's why children and animals, they can connect so easily because there's no fear attached to it. They're just playing with it. It's just a game. It's playful, you know, and a playful attitude is a loving attitude, and it's really high vibrational, which raises your frequency to a higher level, which helps you to connect, you know. I'm the same way. The way I connect, I just play with it, whatever. This is only an illusion anyway. This is the dream state. So why should I be scared of it? if you know what I mean. So that's why I can go into houses and clear houses of spirits who scare people, because I'm not scared of them. It's just a playful, high vibrational thing. I know that all souls in essence are good, even the ones who are lost and who think that they are something else on this planet, and then they're really not. So it's almost like they're saying, have fun. Libra, have fun. You see how she's got all these little gadgets and candles and a glass bowl and all of that stuff, right? It's about having fun, playing, and you will notice that because May is a very heightened, energetic month, the connection with spirit will be much higher, but you need to participate in the same frequency. You need to be in a higher vibration. So play, Libra, play, have fun, get rid of all the fears, get rid of the doubts, and just have fun. And whatever happens, happens. That's kind of the attitude you need to have, okay? If nothing happens, that's okay too. If a lot happens, that's great too, okay? It's about not putting any expectations, demands, or limitations on your energy in order, when connecting to spirit, when connecting to the universe, to Mother Earth, to whoever it is you want to connect to ETs. The energies in May will be supportive of any kind of spiritual activity, and it's just you needing to support it with a fearless, playful attitude in order to receive the validations that you're looking for. Okay. I hope that helps, Libra. Scorpio. Which one? Same one. Okay. Same cards. Somebody's using a tractor. I hear it. Opa. Ask for help. Ask for help. This is for Scorpio. Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone, and the fairies say now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance. I'm really being drawn to the feathers. There's these kind of feathers that are just kind of laying on the grass. You see that? It's almost like they're saying you get validation, but you don't. You get validation, you get assistance, but you keep dismissing it. It's like when help is being sent, accept it. Right? It's like you're always asking the angels for help, or your deceased loved ones for help, or God for help, or Jesus for help. And then when they do send people over to assist, whether it's a friend, whether it's a colleague, whether it's a stranger, whether it's, family, then you're like, oh, that's okay, I can do it, because your pride gets in the way, or your incorrect beliefs gets in the way, thinking that, well, if I accept help, then I seem weak, or I seem like this, or I seem like that. They're saying, help is being sent, but you do have to accept it. Get your stubborn head out of your butt. That's kind of what they're saying, It's also about, I feel like you tend to lately want to do a lot of things on your own because you think it's done better, but it's draining you. It's too much. We're already living right now in a transitional phase, which is very exhausting, right? We're running a marathon in a world that's walking at a normal pace. So we're always exhausted. We're always tired. It doesn't matter how much we sleep. There's a sense of exhaustion, and it's simply because we are vibrating at a higher frequency than the rest of the world. And so it's really important right now to delegate, to let people help you in the household, at work. It's not about proving just how much you can do yourself, but it's about understanding that you need help, and help is okay. It's okay to need help. It's okay to work together, and to, even if it's not done the way you want it to be done, be grateful, be appreciative that it is done, and just let it go. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be a certain way. As long as the work is done, you're good. But it's mainly about, in May for you guys, learn to delegate, learn to work together, learn to ask for assistance, spread out your working load over different people. They'll be willing to help, they'll be happy to help, and it doesn't reflect anything bad upon you. So it's really important for you guys to allow the help that's being sent, because it is being sent, and allow yourself to divide the work that needs to be done, for example, in the household, over different people. Even if it's not the way you want it to be done, accept it anyway. Okay, just let it be done the way it's done. Doesn't have to be a certain way. All right, hope that helps, Scorpio. Sagittarius. This one. Oopa. It went on the floor. Ooh, look at that one. The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. It's about trusting in yourself. It's about trusting in yourself. It's really important in May that you learn to trust yourself. You know, when a bird flies upon a branch, it's not fearful whether the branch is going to hold it or not, because it trusts itself that it'll be able to save itself. You know, it's got its wings, it's going to be fine. Even if the branch breaks, even if something falls off, it's going to be fine. It trusts itself and its powers to survive. And it's like they're saying, you need to develop that as well. You need to reinforce that. If it's already there, make it stronger. It's really important in May for you guys to focus on trusting yourself. Because when we trust ourselves, then we don't need to be fearful anymore. When we truly understand how strong we are, how resilient we are, how much abilities or how much talent we have to survive anything. And you just look at your past, look at all the things you've survived, look at all the things that you thought you would never be able to do, and you're doing it right now. You know, I remember, I'm never going to be able to pass my driving exam because here in Europe it's horrible. But I did it, you know, I did it after a couple of times. And I've never had an accident ever since. So, you know, or I don't think I can ever really talk in front of big, large groups of people because I have a huge amount of stage fright. And I do it anyway now. And now it becomes easy. And, you know, there's so many things that as I was growing up, I thought I could never be able to do that I'm doing now, you know. We have to understand we're all very resilient, and when needs be, we will find a way to survive. And when we validate that in ourselves, when we honor that, we see that, right? We're programmed to live in fear, but we don't have to, because we'll always be fine. There's always a solution to every problem, and you will always find the solution, because it's just, your spiritual team's always there to help. But when we disable ourselves or we paralyze ourselves with fear, then we can't hear their guidance. So you need to trust. That's really something you need to work on in May, is complete trust that you can survive anything, that you will always be okay, which you will. I mean, there's nothing bad can ever happen to us. This is just a dream state. The worst thing we could do is we could wake up and go, wow, that was an intense dream. That's life, you know. Life is just a dream state that we wake up from at some point. So nothing can ever really happen to you. You will always be okay. And it's almost like you need to master that skill, to trust that you will always be okay, to trust that you have the ability to survive this temporary human condition, because you do. And when you master that skill, you will become fearless, and you will become much more joyful and much more ascended in frequency, because nothing will be able to scare you anymore. Okay? Very important. And I hope that helps. Where'd my pen go? I can't find my pen. Did my chicken grab my pen? I think she did. Okay. Never mind. Okay, who's next? I don't know him by heart, so not a... Let's see, Capricorn. So I hope that helps for Sagittarius. Capricorn. What are you guys doing with my pen? I got chickens behind me, cats behind me. Unless it fell into the hole. No. Yeah. Oh well. Oh well. It is what it is. Capricorn. Come on, sun. Blow this clouds away, will ya? Capricorn. I'm sitting on a... If you guys wondering where I'm sitting on an old tractor tire that they've left behind when we moved in. I use it as a seat. Whoopah! There we go. Disengage from outcomes. Disengage from outcomes. This is for Capricorn. Ooh, I love orcas. Don't you love orcas? They're so pretty. Let go so you can open yourself to the highest love that you deserve. Find ways to release worry or any unresolved lack of forgiveness you might be holding on to. The word that's coming to mind is expectations. Let go of expectations. In May, it's important to let go of any expectations. When we have no expectations, we are more capable of just kind of rolling with it. Just kind of taking it one day at a time and seeing what unfolds. It seems to be really important for you guys to let go or master the skill of letting go of expectations and desired outcomes. That doesn't mean that we can't have dreams. It doesn't mean that we can't have desired experiences, but it's almost like in May, expectations or experience or desired experience, or really, how would I say it, projects, that's a better word. It's almost like in May, letting go of projects or things to work towards, goals to work towards, is going to help you to kind of balance out. It's going to help you to just breathe, to let go of some steam, to let go of this pressure that you've been putting upon yourself. It's almost like you've been putting so much pressure on yourself. It's driving you, one, mentally insane, and two, it's driving you physically to a point of exhaustion. So they're saying, take a break in May. Okay, take a break, disconnect. No projects to do, just you being, living, experiencing, taking a break, taking a vacation, whatever it may be for you, or just taking a break of needing to perform, needing to make goals happen. Okay, so take the month off is what they're saying, and it's not for permanent, but it's just you need a break or you're gonna explode. It's almost like you're driving yourself crazy with expectations or requests or demands upon yourself, and they're saying, look, you need to stop for a minute. Ooh, I found my, thank you. It was right there and I didn't see it. I think my dad was hiding it from me. My dad's been practicing physical stuff. My mom's been, she's got scared twice already since she's been here. One, we were in the kitchen, me and my mom we were just talking in the kitchen, drinking some coffee, and all of a sudden my faucet turned on. She was almost like, wee! She ran. And it was my dad trying to get our attention. And then what was the other thing that happened? Oh, I forgot. There was something else that happened. And I was like, oh, there's Dad again. So he's been he's been deceased now for 2021, so almost 3 years, and he's finally starting to get the hang of physical things, you know, making things physically happen. So as you can tell, it takes a while for souls and certain consciousness to really get the hang of those kind of things. Anyway, Capricorn, take a break. That's an order. Take a break from everything, okay? You might still have to go to work and you might still have to do your things, but take a break from trying to accomplish things, okay? Just go with the flow, be in the moment, become mindful, focus on installing times of disconnect and vacation, and just focus on yourself, okay? So it's a month for you. Hope that helps. Aquarius. Yes. What you want? What you want, Daddy? Aquarius. Aquarius. I always have to think of that song when I hear the name Aquarius. A very spiritual song with a lot of truth that came out in the 70s. Jump, jump, jump. It's nippy. My rooster's like, what are you doing? Wait, let me see if I can. He's like right there. Can you see him? He keeps looking at me like, what are you doing? Why are you shoveling there? He's just got this weird look on his face. What's Coco doing? What's Coco doing? I call him Coco because in French, they call a rooster a cock. And in English, that's a whole different name. So, I call him Coco instead. Yeah. Ooh, we got 2 cards. This is for Aquarius. Can you guys see it? So one reads, Earth Star Activation. Ooh, I've never seen this card before. That's a cool one. Anchoring Grounded Action, Isis Energy. And this one says Gaia Gateway Activation, Learning Experiences, Wisdom Transmission, Earth Intelligence. Ooh, both of these cards I have never seen before. There's so many cards that don't come up very often. This one, I've never seen these. These are kind of cool. I'm really being drawn to that rainbow. There's like this little, I don't know if you can see it right there, this little rainbow. You see that? It's almost like a bridge is being formed for you in May, Aquarius. There's a bridge that you can cross, almost like to get to the other side while being in a human condition. And this card is really, it's almost like a portal. Do you guys remember, what's that movie called? The Never-Ending Story? Do you remember that Never-Ending Story movie? And you know how Atreyu has to, one of my favorite movies, by the way. But you know how Atreyu has to get through these 2 Egyptian-looking portal statues? And they look Egyptian. And there's this thing that comes out of their head. It's like a laser, and it destroys everybody who comes through who's not worthy or something, whatever. That's kind of what this card reminds me of. It's almost like one of those portals, right? So I see this bridge with the rainbow, so which is a bridge, and then these portals. So I feel like Aquarius, for you guys, it's May is a time where the doors are open, the bridge is being built, is being set for you to really open up your spiritual awakening, to really open up that communication, that connection with the other side, if you want to look at it that way. It's almost like the time is good in May to really focus on your spiritual expansion, your abilities, Experiment with your abilities, experiment with different modalities of connecting, because the time is right for you guys to find what is more easier for you, what is more aligned with you, because not everybody can do everything. But if we experiment on different levels, and you're going to find the one that really jumps out for you, that really resonates with you as a being. So have fun, experiment, and just know that the path or the road between you and the other dimensions are completely open in May, to be discovered, to be explored. Okay, so that sounds like fun. So go ahead and do that, because the energies will be supportive of that. And then last but not least, Pisces. They're going to this one. Okay. There's the sun. It was so sunny this morning. Whoopa! Well, that one flew out, didn't it? Okay. What do we got here? In any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. There you go. In any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. It's kind of weird, but there's these kind of, you see these blobs of blue? And when I look at them, they move. They're not moving in the card, of course, but when I look at them, I see them like moving. Like they're not steady in the sky. What does that mean? Oof. The wind's picking up. It's getting colder. It's almost like something's moving inside of you. Something's changing. Something's shifting. Something that's always been steady and always been present is starting to move away from you. But what? So this could be something's moving away from you. It could be toxic people. It could be a job that you're holding on to because it pays the bills, but you really don't like it. A job that might be moving away, that you might get fired from or whatever. It could be a location. It could be you getting kicked out of your home. Or it could be you making a decision to move. It just feels like toxicity is moving away from you. Whatever doesn't serve you right now. It's almost like in May, you're going to notice that things are moving away. Things are that have always been there, or things that have been very steady in your life are moving away. And it's almost like they're saying, don't be scared. Okay, trust the process. The universe, your spiritual team, your soul, your higher soul is going to remove things in May that don't serve you, that keep you in the 3D, that simply just don't align with you anymore. And, you know, when you approach it from a human ego perspective, it's going to be like, oh my God, now what? You know, it might create some panic, it might create some fear, and they're saying don't trust it. Trust it that it's creating space for something new that's coming in, okay? Whatever it is, it's already been created. It's already on its way, but you need to trust, okay? They don't want you to move into a lower vibrational state, because as a human, you don't know what's coming next. You don't know where all of this stuff that's moving away from you is going to... where it's going to leave you, where it's going to lead up to, okay? So don't let the unknown scare you. Don't let the unknown create fear or create the loss of faith. Have faith. Everything is happening as you designed it to be, even the scary bits. So know that, it's almost like trust and know that your higher soul knows what it's doing. You know what you're doing. Your higher self knows what it's doing, even if the human self, you know, does not know where everything is leading up to. So that's what I'm getting for you in May. Something, or many, it could be multiple things. It could be one thing. It could be something that's always been there, or that's been a very steady force in your life, might change, move away, distance itself from you. It'll no longer be a steady force in your life, but you need to trust that it's happening because it is something that is necessary for your benefit and maybe the benefit of others. You know, all contracts that we make with each other always have a benefit on both angles. Okay, even if it's painful, even if it's heartbreaking, even if it's something you've always loved. Just know and understand that everything here on this world is temporary, and when things move away, it only opens doors and windows for new things to come in that will be more beneficial for you as you're expanding as a soul. Okay? So it's okay. Alright? Alright, well that's it for me. That's it. I hope this helps. In some way or form, and let me know in the comments if any of this resonates with you, or if it doesn't resonate with you. That's fine too. Maybe it'll resonate when May shows up. And yeah, I have a live session tonight, 2-hour live angel cards. If you guys want to join me, you can. And I will see you guys there. If not, then I will see you guys next time. All right. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay mindful. Stay grounded within your presence. Love yourself. Love others. And see you next time. Big kiss. Bye.